Begin our recording.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so we're going to start with the AEIOUs, and we're going to pay attention to keeping our voice very soft, even on our low ones. We want them to be low, but we want them to be soft instead of hard. Okay, you feel the difference? So, and we want to feel where our tension builds as the sound comes out of the of the different tones. Where do they hit in our body? Where do I feel the vibration coming
Okay.
out of my, first I hear it down here, then I hear it up here. So I want to be very aware of my breath and where the vibration hits. Okay. Secondly, in just a theoretical note as to why we're doing this again, this particular space of your body, you can put your entire body, smash it down into this, and you will have a map of where these vibrations are repeated throughout the body. So,
Yeah, I've noticed that when I do the AEIOU, I notice that once I go higher, it goes up to my nose and above. So
yeah. And so when you're talking about hitting that vibration that's at your nose, you're actually at a point where now you're in your lungs.
yeah.
You're hitting the vibration that is your lungs.
Okay.
So interestingly enough, that's the repetition throughout your body. You know how one of those funny little things that they say, how come your foot is always the same size as your forearm? Have you ever
Yeah.
heard that?
Yeah, not really.
No, you never heard that?
No.
You never did, as a kid, you never did the foot is the same size, like put your foot next to your forearm, like it's always the same size. You never did that funny little.
No, never do that.
That's one of those things that sort of show that there's repetition throughout the body. And reflexology is another great way to show that there's repetition throughout the body, and the chakras that resonate through the different systems of the body also repeat themselves again and again and again throughout the body as well. And so that's what we're doing when we trigger the sound bites that are the AEIOU, ancient sounds.
Yeah.
You know, I like, and I just to go on and on and on. I like the fact that I can sit there and ponder cavemen coming up
Yeah.
with fire. First they were doing fire, and then then they want to express themselves, but they don't have words, and they do and then all of a sudden they begin to do the beautiful words. Like they don't just want to express themselves as, hey, give me that, you know,
Yeah.
whatever it was that they used to do. Then they want to say home or something to that effect. Om, A, E. Those are the ancient sounds way back then that developed our ability to talk and communicate and say, hey, I'm not violent. Just chill out and have some food. Okay, man. I'm a gatherer. No. You'll be the hunter. Okay, I think all of the saliva has cleared my mouth, and I can start doing it with you now. Okay, so let's start with the A, really, really low. Give me your lowest tone. Give me your. Good. Okay, now let's soften it. Soften it just a little bit as we sing it. Oh, we crossed. Okay, let's start again.
Uh, 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 Trying to do it soft, but I can't. It's that's a hard part.
Trying you.
Where sorry.
We're on you.
You.
Beautiful. Take time to take the breath. I don't know if I can Okay, that's my.
What?
I think that's as high as I can go where it's not going to hurt.
Yeah.
So now it's difficult for you to be mindful of where you're at. So you want to comprehend that one session of AEIOU is half of the tonality scale. So you've got to do it 4 times to do one whole scale and one whole octave higher scale.
You did 3 times.
So
Yeah.
we try to do it 3 times because our range is not the best, but but to comprehend the octave is 8 notes.
Okay.
Okay, so from A to A twice.
Okay.
Okay, so just to kind of get, we want to, our goal, that's why we start so low, is because if we can go A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U, then we can go A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U,
Yeah.
A-E-I-O-U, 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 A-E-I-O-U.
Yeah.
Okay, does that make
Okay.
sense? So
Yeah.
just for fun, let's do the 4 up really fast, just like I just did. A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U,
Okay.
A-E-I-O. I did it. I didn't start off low enough.
Yeah.
I wish your sister was there to relax your throat. You have to do things like, as I'm singing, I need water and I need to relax my throat and I need to go
Yeah.
and things like that. So when you feel the tension, like I'm exaggerating, inhaling through your nose slowly because we have time, and then giving your sound slowly because we have time.
Okay.
When you bring the tone out, so so just to kind of show you a whole round of what we're going to do, and I'm going to do it 3 times so that you get the whole, so you start hearing it in your brain as you're listening to me, and kind of learning what we're now going to do. So, okay, so
Okay.
this is again just to kind of get you aware of the scale in two, that we do it in 2 parts, but it's 8 octave
Okay.
over 1, the
We
whole.
did 4 and 3.
I think you want
Okay.
to comprehend it at 4. So,
Okay.
but I really want you to understand that the 4 is because we've divided 2 by 2.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
So A-E-I-O-U, 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 A-E-I-O-U. Oh, I had to jump up there. Did you see that? That was it. That's not a scale. That was a half tone, half tone. Okay, so see how I can't do it 3 times? I want to do that whole thing up and down. I want to be able to do that 3 times. That would make me feel like I'm a solid, breath work. That, because I
Yeah.
almost could, if I could do it twice up and down without losing breath, and then even do that 3 times, do that whole cycle 3 times. That's a good practice, breath work wise. A-E-I-O-U, 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 A-E-I-O-U. That's one. A-E-I-O-U, 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 A-E-I. I cannot do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can do it with practice, but that's what I mean by I start making up my own tones because they're easier to sing.
Yeah.
That is not practicing your chakras. That's meaning you're missing your marks. I mean, if anything, that'll tell you where my chakras are off. The fact that I
Yeah.
can't hit those notes. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
kind of telling. Okay, so we're gonna give it a try, even though I can't do it myself. Going
Okay.
slow, maybe we can together. Okay, so
Yeah.
Just in general, let me see that you got the hang of it. I'm not going to worry about tone, but give me the language right now.
A
Just like I just
E
did it. Just like I just did it.
what? Okay. A E I O U A E I O U A E I O. I can't really go high.
So does that mean you're not going to try? Because I've heard you get high.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Skinny gets
try.
high. I've heard you get high. Don't lie. um,
Okay,
just
so I'll start lower.
yeah,
Yes.
start all over. That's what practice is.
A, sorry. A E I O U A E I O U A E I O U A E I O U A E I O U A E I O U
Skip to
A E I O U
see how you.
A. I went
Well,
down.
that's even lower than what you started. So you were about to go down even lower than where you started. So because you skipped,
Yeah, I skipped.
skipped a whole half an octave.
Yeah, I remember when I did the high part. I went down.
Going down, it is very easy to jump a whole fifth note. You know, A-E-I-O-U-A-E-I. This one gets tough because it's right there in the middle. A-E-I-O-U-A-E. You know, it's tough. A-E-I-O-U-A-E-I-O-U. I have to really open up the bottom of my belly and say you. And really, because that sound comes from dropping all of my down, way down, way down, way down
Yeah.
into my guts.
Mhm.
Okay, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going because you have a good tonality. Okay, so we want to do it. Try to get a couple more times going, and before we start singing, let me know if your voice gets tired. Feel free to take a break to call your sister or your mom or something to relax or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
A-E-I-O-U. I'll get there. A E A E I O U
You're going back up.
A E I O U A E I O U A E I O U A E I O U A E I O U A E I O U A E
I think that
I O U.
you got lower. Get lower, baby. All right. Um, sounding good. Sounding good. Let's give it one more try. I just want you to be able to take a breath, okay? get all the get all the gurgles out. Ah, oh. I find myself having to go, oh, oh, and get really
Okay.
get all of it out.
A, E,
That's really
I,
wait. Start over.
O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U.
Let's keep it going. E,
A, E, I, O, U, A, E, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U.
God dang it, I can never. I have practiced low tones. I practice. I can't. There's this. I probably sang it to you 1,000 times. The song by Prince that says "Solo."
Yeah.
Did I sing that to you 1,000 times already?
No.
Solo. No.
No.
Sing that one to you, man.
No.
At the end of it, he says. Oh my God. Okay. He says, my name is Noah. And I mean, it's about 5 notes lower than what I just, but that's the lowest I can get.
Yeah.
Noah.
I can go pretty low.
And keep it in a good.
It's the high parts are really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't hit the high parts either. That's, I mean, I can't make them. I can hit them. That doesn't mean they hit nicely. It's not pretty. I can hit them. It's not pretty though. What I do find is if I sing out the side of my throat right here, I can hit things higher. Like if I give my throat a little bit more space.
Yeah.
Versus like I can open it all I want that way, but like I can't, that little tiny echo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can understand why people like when they sing, because they try to get that sound just out ever so correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't be afraid to make the faces, and so like sometimes I really will always want to sound like that, and I wish I could like, you know, I always have these songs that I really want to sound like that,
Mm.
but I can't get it right. That's why I think about the fact that the music that I write is for characters. But anyways, you should look up the song "Solo" by Prince. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to test some vocal ranges? Man. How'd it go? Um, so alone, the curve looks like a skyscraper. So high, the stars are under me. I mean, that's a good practice song.
Yeah.
But like, just because it just like begs you to stretch your voice all over.
Yeah.
All of Prince's music is good vocally. You know, anytime you like this quality of somebody's voice, you know, that you practice their music, because then you can stretch your capacity.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready to get through that song now? So get through it for me.
Okay. All right. Okay. So come to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. Don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Tell me your secrets, ask me your questions. Oh, let's go back to the start. Running in circles, common tales, heads on a science apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start. I was just guessing numbers and figures, pulling your puzzles apart. Questions of science, science in progress, just speak as loud as my heart. Tell me you love me, come back and haunt me when I rush to the start. Running in circles, chasing our tails, coming back as we are. Nobody said it was easy. Always such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be so hard. I'm going back to the start. Ow. 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 Ow.
So that tone that you have with the oohs, I want to practice that a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just going to do about 10 times. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh. Do it how they do it, but do it.
Okay. Ow.
Make the ah pretty.
Okay.
Ah,
Ah.
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 There you go. There it is. Keep it going. 10 more times. Ah. There it is. Ah. Beautiful. And from the last lines up to the ah-oo. Nobody said.
Nobody said it was easy.
No
It's
one
such a
ever
shame
said
for
it
us
was.
to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start. I was just guessing numbers and figures, pulling your puzzles apart. Questions of science, science and progress, just speak as loud as my heart. Tell me you love me, come back and haunt me when I rush to the start. Running in circles, common tales as a science apart. Nobody said it was easy. Oh, it's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be so hard. I'm going back to the start. Ow. 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 Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know how you have a lot of emotion with this song?
Yeah.
It's a very deep song.
Yes.
From that depth is where the quality of your sound is going to come.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that pain and suffering bring out the best vocals. I'm sorry that there is a whole genre devoted to how painful the voice can express, called the blues.
Yeah.
With pain, with suffering, with hardship, with catastrophic sort of fucking sorrow is a beautiful thing out of that pain. Because in all of destruction is creation. And we never want to know this shit. You know, I want to sing. I want to sing beautiful. Well, I didn't know I had to go through such pain in order to sing beautiful. What the fuck? Who said that was the trade-off? I didn't sign up for that. But if you, you know, think of all the greatest voices and all of the planets, they are tortured fucking souls, man.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know why. The suffering brings out the expression the way that it does. I wrote a song, and you wouldn't think that this song needed anything. You know, it's called it's supposed to be like a mask war to protect those artificial. It's not something that you would feel like you need to express, you know, full range of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't need to be pretty. It's not a pretty song. It's not meant to be pretty. It's death metal kind of sound, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that I had to go through so much pain and be so angry and wronged by the world in order to hit the notes that I hit when I finally, you know, when it said, there was this one line that I mean, there was this one sort of like, you know, I couldn't get it. I could sing the whole song, but that one, you know, never sing approved provider, and I couldn't do inflicts, and it's supposed to be, I could sing it, inflicts harm in the end, but I can't do that on the voice that I need.
Yeah.
Inflicts harm in the end. I don't have the pain and the suffering that it takes to get that voice, but there was a point. Now I trained myself to capture a little bit of it, but there was a point where I couldn't get that and I still feel as though it softens, you know. Oh, I could do it over here, but once I get to that low register, I fail to express it, and it really gets me mad, but not mad enough apparently. So so I can sing the song pretty, right? And the final, you know, and I did that song, and it's called A Mask Worn.
Yeah.
And so it's so fitting how much of my opera seems like it's very fitting for now. So on the day that we were announced that we weren't allowed to go out in public last year,
Yeah.
I just had this soundbite playing over and over, a mask worn, a mask worn, a mask worn.
Yeah.
So my operas are like horror stories. You have to understand, like, it's not, I've never been able to express myself in pretty. That's why I sing other people's music when I'm trying to be pretty and things like that. But okay, so getting back to, that was just an example of the hardship of trying to hit an emotional peak in a song. And the reason why I bring that up is because I want to analyze the emotions behind that song, because we say mind, body, and soul. So the mind is able to say, these are the notes that we have to hit. A-E-I-O-U. Nobody's saying it was easy. Those are the notes that we have to hit. And then there's the spirit. Nobody said it was easy. Okay, so there's like there's the what you're supposed to sound like with the spirit of this song, but that's the part we're going to get into a little bit more. So body is, feeling the tension between one area and the next when I'm singing. And if it's too hard for me to sing it that way, then try singing it a different way. So that's the fit. So mind, body, and soul. So body is that physicality of reaching that note. Okay. Mind is that that that's the note to hit. Soul is the expression behind which you express that note. So we're going to talk about soul right now of that song.
Yeah.
He relates it to a lover, it seems like. Could even be a sister, or definitely like a sibling. Could be like definitely a family member, but it looks like a lover in the video, a boyfriend and girlfriend. He says, finding out all your secrets.
Yeah.
Right? So it's very intimate. So just in general, how do you relate to that song? Do you in a physical form, like is it lovers? How do you feel about that song?
I kind of feel like it's
Me against the world?
well, at one point I want to say like it's like me so like I had like a lot of like affection for my my for Brooke.
Yeah, that gal. Yeah, I remember.
And so now after I don't have any. So it just kind of feels like
Soul behind it, right?
what?
We need a new soul behind it.
Yes.
So when we talk about nobody said it would be this hard. Okay, when we talk about that pinnacle line, okay, this is not a point to feel detached at all. We want to attach ourselves wholeheartedly to the suffering of how hard it is. And I think sometimes that's the only part of the song that you feel, because, that's sort of your reality, is that, everybody talks about how hard it's going to be, but nobody talks about how, they don't talk about exactly, like they don't tell you it's going to be unbearable.
Yeah.
And so that's like, so, and again, this is me going into the soul of the song and how it relates to you and getting you to go through the suffering and the pain of what the song is. And I want you to be mentally ready for it, because as you begin to practice and you come into the spirit of what your emotions are attached to this song, it's going to be more painful every single time until you finally sing that song and are confident that you have gone through all of those emotions and are able to sing the song without the bursting into the tears that happen. Because, those tears, they don't fucking stop, man. I tell you, they don't stop, but we learn to speak through them. We learn to use them as our expression. So when I see this song and I hear you singing this song, I'm witnessing something that is you singing to the historic you, the before the accident. And that accident, you only take the part that's living away. And there's a part and so it's almost as though you're going through a funeral for the parts of you that didn't make it.
Yeah.
Now that's a I want you to be very, 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 very clear that the physical parts of you that made it are here and they're powerful and they made it. And
Mhm.
that's you are singing as somebody who is saying goodbye to a part of yourself that was meant to go on so that you have this now. And I know that we are envious of the way we started, but the way we finish is going, that pain and that beauty is going to lead to something so beautiful.
Okay.
And it might just be your voice. I got no promises.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay. And so now you are literally singing that song nearly to yourself and the experience that you've gone through. Like, when the accident, when before you, it's almost like we're gonna call the what do you want to call yourself before the accident? Give yourself a title. And that person, that you, is talking to you. And you literally put that guy inside your brain, right?
Yeah.
Right in there. And he's securing every single part of your spirit. And he's
Mhm.
saying, you got this. It's going to look different. It's going to feel different. And we are going to be a different person. But we got this. It's going to be hard. Your response to that guy is nobody said it would be this hard.
Yeah.
Your response to the guy who's cheering you on inside of you that's always been there, and that guy, he went on to the inside world. Maybe
Uh-huh.
he didn't die, not dead yet, right? We're not dead yet, we didn't die, but the funeral is that he went inside now. He's inside now, and he's telling you everything's going to be okay and we're fighting for it and it's good. And it's not the beginning, it's not how we started, but it's all right. And this song is your response to that guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, i'm exhausted I'm exhausted of hearing that it's going to be okay. I like the way we started out,
Yeah.
but what can you do about death? You can't do anything about death. It happens. And this is that sort of situation where this song really this song really exemplifies that there's the beauty in the pain that you cannot resolve. There's no stop trying to fix it. There's no fixing it. There is training your body to know this body now, and actually finding a new song. Once we go through all of this pain, of this emotion, then we're
Yeah.
going to learn a new song.
Yeah.
And that's the point. And you got to fearlessly go through that. That's your journey.
Uh,
All right, let's sing it one more time.
Come out to meet you. Tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you. Tell you I need you. Tell you I set you apart. Tell me your secrets. Ask me your questions. Oh, let's go back to the start. Running in circles, common tales, heads on science apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard.
Oh,
I'm going back to the start. I was just guessing the numbers and figures. pulling your puzzles apart. Questions of science, science in progress, just because love has my heart. Tell me you love me, come back and haunt me. Oh, and I rush to the start, running in circles, chasing our tails, coming back as we are. Nobody said it was easy. Oh, it's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard.
Going.
I'm going back to the start. I'm I'm not warmed up. You can tell that. I sang a lot better last year, so
We keep stopping. We get our vocals going. We keep stopping, and you haven't had any water.
yeah, I need some more.
We've already been talking for like an hour and 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. So,
uh,
how are you feeling?
I need I need a little, I need like some kind of water.
You want to call your somebody over to get you water?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay. All right.